Iconic figures in Japanese folklore, the Oni are known as powerful demons or ogres. With their frightening features, the Oni are often portrayed as beings of great strength and malice. Stemming from ancient beliefs and stories passed down over the centuries, these supernatural beings have played a major role in Japanese culture, sometimes as evil entities that bring misfortune and destruction, or as figures that punish the wicked and put the righteous to the test. Oni are frequently depicted with a physical appearance that reflects their fearsome and supernatural nature. They traditionally have been depicted with colossal height and muscular bodies, symbolizing their immense strength. The skin is usually bright and intense colors, such as red, blue, green, or black, clearly distinguishing them from humans and other creatures. They have pointed horns that vary in number and size, sprouting from their foreheads and giving them an even more menacing appearance. Oni faces combine bestial and human features. They have large, piercing eyes and broad, flat noses. Their mouths are riddled with sharp, protruding teeth, meant to tear flesh apart. The Oni are often depicted dressed in tiger skins and wielding huge iron clubs, called kanabo, used both to intimidate and attack. These weapons are a symbol of their brutality and power. They are traditionally regarded as malevolent entities that bring chaos, destruction, and misfortune, serving as divine punishments for the wicked and disobedient. The Oni are historically believed to cause natural disasters, disease, and other calamities, and are often associated with punishment and terror. These demons dwell in remote and wild regions, far from human civilization. They are found deep in the mountains, dense forests, and dark caves. These wild and dangerous settings are seen as ideal territories for the Oni, where they can live isolated from the human world and emerge only to cause chaos and disorder. Besides the mountains and forests, the Oni are often associated with the underworld, a hellish dimension where doomed souls suffer eternal punishment. In Japanese Buddhism, they are perceived as guardians of hell, where they inflict torment on sinners. These descriptions reinforce the idea that the Oni are not only physical, but also spiritual, living in realms beyond the visible world. Some legends mention the Oni living in abandoned ruins and haunted places. These desolate areas forgotten by mankind are regarded as portals to the spirit world, where the Oni can cross over into our world. Tales of travelers venturing into these places and encountering Oni are widespread, emphasizing the danger of straying from the safety of the human community. The Oni are frequently portrayed as ravenous cannibals, further amplifying their fearsome and inhuman image. This portrayal as man-eaters not only reinforces their role as antagonists to humanity, but also serves to symbolize the primordial fear of the unknown and uncontrollable. The Oni prey on villages and drag helpless people away from their burrows in the mountains or dark caves. These demons then brutally devour their prey. Folklore abounds with stories of cannibalistic Oni. In many tales, heroes and villagers fight the Oni to rescue kidnapped victims or to protect their communities. These narratives often involve fierce battles, where human courage and wit are put to the test against the Oni's brute strength and savagery. Not only does victory over a cannibal Oni save lives, but it also reaffirms the social and moral order, proving that good can triumph over evil, even when that evil is horrific and powerful. Art and literature commonly use the image of the cannibalistic Oni to cause fear and revulsion. Depictions of Oni devouring their victims are widespread in scrolls of ancient paintings, where the demons are revealed with gaping mouths, with sharp teeth, and eyes sparkling with malice. Throughout Japanese Buddhism, the Oni play crucial roles as guardians and torturers of the damned souls. The Buddhist hell, known as Jikoku, is where the Oni are tasked with inflicting eternal punishment on sinners, acting as instruments of divine justice. They are depicted as ruthless agents of hell, responsible for inflicting punishments that echo the sins committed during the earthly life. There are different levels and types of hell in Jikoku, each for a specific type of sin. The Oni devise these regions and ensure that souls receive the proper punishments, which can range from intense physical torture to psychological torment. King Enma, the judge of the deceased, is one of the central figures in the Buddhist hell and decides the fate of souls based on their past deeds. The Oni serve under him, carrying out his orders with brutality and pinpoint accuracy. They are often depicted wielding instruments of torture, such as iron clubs, knives, and saws, used to lacerate, cut, and torment sinful souls. The Oni are often depicted in Buddhist iconography and artworks in hellish torture scenes, especially the intensity of their role as karmic law enforcers. They are depicted with feral expressions and muscular bodies, subduing souls with as many painful methods as possible. These depictions serve to remind the faithful of the gravity of their sins and the inevitability of divine retribution. As well as the Buddhist hell, the Oni are also underworld dwellers in the wider Japanese mythology. They are seen as gatekeepers and border defenders between the world of the living and the world of the dead. The role as guardians reveals a duality in their character because, although they are feared for their cruelty, they are also respected for their essential role in keeping the cosmic order in balance. The Japanese underworld, or yomi, is a dark and bleak place where the souls of the dead dwell. The Oni are watchmen who deter condemned souls from escaping and disturbing the living world. Popular narratives often portray heroes or monks who descend into hell or the underworld and witness the atrocities perpetrated by the Oni. These tales not only emphasize the need to be virtuous, but also delve into redemptive and merciful themes, where some souls escape their horrible fate through sincere repentance and divine intervention. The Oni are also educational figures in Japanese culture. Many legends and stories surrounding the Oni have been used to impart moral lessons and cultural values, such as the importance of honesty, bravery, and justice. A well-known example is the story of Momotaro, the boy born from a peach, who battles the Oni to protect his village, stressing the themes of courage and virtue. The Oni are also involved in festivals and rituals that celebrate the turning of the seasons and spiritual renewal. During the festival, marking the beginning of spring, people take part in a ritual called mamemaki, where they toss roasted beans outside their homes while shouting, "Oni out, luck in," to cast out evil spirits and attract good luck. The Oni are popular characters in No and Kabuki theater, representing the conflict between good and evil, justice and corruption. Their depictions in such artistic contexts often explore the duality of their nature, as beings both feared and respected. The Oni also provide powerful metaphors for intense and uncontrollable human emotions, such as anger, jealousy, and revenge. Many stories feature humans turning into Oni when they are overwhelmed by these emotions, highlighting the dangers allowing negative feelings to overpower reason and morality. In today's pop culture, the Oni have become a cultural phenomenon beyond their folkloric and mythological roots, achieving a global audience and adapting to a variety of media. Their presence is strong in anime, manga, video games, films, and even fashion, where they have been reimagined and reinterpreted to reflect modern themes and attract new audiences. In the anime and manga universe, the Oni are frequently portrayed as a mixture of traditional respect and creative innovation. Popular works such as Inuyasha and Blue Exorcist feature the Oni as complex characters who, while at first demonic, often hold hints of redemption, morality, and inner conflict. These portrayals allow the Oni to be viewed in a more empathetic light, tapping into the duality of their nature and providing a fertile narrative. The Oni appear as powerful opponents in video games. Games like Nioh and Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice use the Oni to create intense challenges and immense atmospheres that reflect both the brutality and spiritual depth of Japanese mythology. The Oni are frequently used as symbols of strength, rebellion, and individuality. Tattoos and graffiti often embody the Oni iconography, blending traditional elements with modern styles to create visually striking works. The Oni are deeply rooted in figures in Japanese folklore and mythology, symbolizing the most primal fears and the forces of chaos that challenge social and spiritual order. From their frightening depictions as voracious cannibals and torturers in Buddhist hell, to their roles as guardians of the boundaries between the world of the living and the dead, the Oni epitomize the duality of evil and the need for balance in Japanese cosmology. In this way, the Oni remain powerful symbols of the unknown and the supernatural, reminding us of the eternal struggle between good and evil and the importance of living in harmony with the world's natural spiritual laws.